Hey, my name is Ross Campbell, welcome to my YouTube channel. That lick absolutely blew my mind the first time I heard it. For the two people watching this that don't know who that is, the guy's name is Greg Koch, rhymes with chalk. And like many of his fans, I first came across Greg's playing on a video on the Wildwood Guitars YouTube channel, which is a guitar store in the US that Greg sometimes demos guitars for. I stumbled across this crazy lick when I was watching Greg play in a video on the Abasi Concepts YouTube channel. If you don't already know, Tosin Abasi has launched his own guitar brand, and this year at the Winter NAMM show they unveiled some new models, including their version of a Telecaster, which honestly looks as if it was designed by aliens, but in a good way. I think I like it. In that video, Greg plays this crazy dissonant double stop chicken picking country monstrosity of a lick. It's the kind of lick that you can really only get away with if you approach it with the right conviction and attitude, because it's so ugly sounding that if you approach it lightly, it just doesn't work. And I love licks like that. That's why I'm a big Brad Paisley fan. He plays some things that should sound absolutely terrible because they're just so far out there. But because of the way that he approaches it, because of the conviction and attitude that he applies to these crazy licks, they sound great. So let's listen to Greg's lick once again and then we'll analyze what's going on. So there's a few things going on here. We've got bends, chicken picking, aka hybrid picking, which is just using the pick in combination with fingers to pluck certain notes, and double stops. We're going to take a look at the fretting hand first just to get the notes established. After that we'll take a look at the picking hand so that you guys can see exactly how I'm using chicken picking for this lick. And then after that I'm going to show you the lick in context so that you can hear what it would sound like over a typical country style backing track. Okay, here's the lick. Once again. And again, but a bit slower this time. So you start with a whole step bend at fret 12 on the B string. And by the way, this is from the A major pentatonic scale. And you're going to hold this bend there for the entirety of the lick. And then we've got some notes on the high E string, frets 8, 9 and 10. And before I show you exactly how we play this in the context of the lick, I'm just going to show you these notes alone and the specific pattern you're going to use to play them with. So if we play them in time, let's hear what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 9, 10, 9, 8, 9, 10, 9. Once again, a bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 9, 10, 9, 8, 9, 10, 9. But the thing is, that's not how we play the lick, obviously. So after each one of those notes, you're going to pick the bend that you're holding on the B string, like so. So again, here's the pattern without the bend. 9, 10, 9, 8, 9, 10, 9. And with the bend added in after each one of those notes. This is like a country lick that has been exposed to high levels of radiation and has mutated into something else. And what I mean by that is it's kind of like a parody of the usual country double stop bend licks that you hear, like this for example. That sounds nice because there's no dissonance there. However, with the lick that we're looking at, because of the notes at fret 8 and fret 10 on the high E string, those are a semitone lower and a semitone higher than the note that you're bending on the B string. So there's this almost constant clash of notes that are very close together. Now that we've got the notes down, let's take a look at what's going on with the picking hand. For the picking hand, I'm using chicken picking or hybrid picking, whatever you want to call it. We're playing a country lick, so let's call it chicken picking. It's actually quite simple for this lick. All I'm doing is picking the bend on the B string with the pick, and then using my middle finger on my picking hand to pluck every note on the high E string. So that looks like this. Cool, so that's the lick. Now let's listen to it in context. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this lick in a solo over a country backing track in A. And if you want to know about the gear that I'm using for this video to get this particular tone, then continue watching. But if you're not interested and you'd rather just skip ahead to the playing, then jump ahead to the time code on screen now. So my signal chain is as follows. From my guitar, I go straight into the Vertex steel string clean drive, which I'm stacking with the Nobel's ODR Mini for a nice fat drive tone. Then for reverb and delay, I'm using the Strymon Blue Sky on a plate setting and the Walrus Audio ARP 87 on the slapback setting for delay. At the end of the pedal chain, we have the compressor from the Keeley Aria, which is of course great for country lead playing. It really adds some snap to the notes. All of those pedals are running into the front end of the Moore Audio Preamp Live on the two-stone clean preset, and everything is recorded direct into the Universal Audio Apollo Twin interface. Zero post-production has been added to the guitar tracks. Oh, and by the way, the strings I'm using are the new Ultra Slinkies from Ernie Ball, which are kind of like 10s, but they're a little bit heavier on the bottom 3 strings. So far, I'm really enjoying them. So there you have it guys, one of the ugliest but coolest sounding licks that I've come across in quite some time. And just FYI, in that solo I was playing, I was using a combination of A Mixolydian and the A blues scale. If you want to know more about those scales and how to confidently improvise with them in any area of the fretboard and in any key, click the links in the description to check out my online courses. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson and got some value out of it, and if you did, it would mean a lot to me if you could share this lesson with your guitar playing friends and spread the word about my channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you like, feel free to post a video of you playing this lick to Instagram and be sure to tag me in it. My Instagram handle is @RossCampbellGuitarist, so please do follow me on there if you aren't already, because I post a lot of clips of me just playing and noodling around and improvising there that you won't find here on YouTube. Thanks for watching everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Haha!